Discipline, 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 discipline. Everyone talks about discipline. Nobody knows what the hell to do with it. Do you like talking about discipline? Do you like trying to achieve something that seems impossible to do, that's not sustainable over a lifetime? Discipline is often touted as the key to success. Okay. It's about adhering to a set of rules or guidelines, usually imposed externally upon you, to achieve a certain goal. But that's great for the first month, maybe 3 months, maybe a year. But can you be disciplined for a lifetime? It's kind of hard. But what if I told you there's a power greater than discipline that will help you build some discipline? I'm Eric, Leadership Development. This week we're going to talk about what you can do, this one magical thing that will help you find a process that works for you that can be sustained over a lifetime. And this power is definitely greater than discipline. So what is discipline? I mean, we all have different ideas what it is, like having your whole schedule filled out with every minute occupied by something. Because the experts say that with discipline comes freedom. Okay, I'll agree with that in one part, because we're listing out what we need to get done in a certain time period, which allows us to see what open space we have in our day. We know we're going to eat 8 hours of sleep. We know that we're going to work from 8 to 4. You guys are laughing at me about that one. We know that we have our time, our schedule, and our time taken. But when we see what available open time we have, we find freedom to be able to pick and choose what we prioritize more. Okay, I'll agree with that. But what are other things of discipline? Like not drinking alcohol, not eating sugar. Are those really sustainable right now? Or, because you can't just jump into it. You have to build to those things. And that's where this superpower will help you be able to figure out how to do it, how to have something that's sustainable for a lifetime. Trust me, I would do the gym for about a month and then I'd fall off. But then when I found this power, this reason, then I've been in the gym every week for no less than 3 times a week for the last 6 years because of this thing. Discipline is crucial, but it does have its limits. It's not sustainable. It doesn't last long. It requires a constant effort and can wane over time, especially in the face of adversity. There's a few reasons why discipline is hard to maintain. First is we look for instant gratification. If we don't find happiness out of it right away, we don't want to do it. We like to eat that candy bar because the sugar, the taste, it all makes us feel good, and we want more of that, and it's instantaneous. We don't feel the gratification of feeling better when we stay away from sugars and sweets. Our brains are wired to seek immediate rewards and pleasures, making it hard for us to set aside instant gratification for long-term goals, for long-term happiness. Another reason is just a lack of motivation. Staying disciplined requires a strong sense of purpose and motivation, which over time can wane away, especially in the face of adversity. The third reason why it's hard to maintain is because of habits and routine. Breaking old habits and establishing new disciplined routines is difficult because our habits are deeply ingrained in who we are and what we do. A fourth reason why discipline is hard to maintain is emotional factors. Emotions like stress, anxiety, boredom can undermine discipline and can lead to compulsive and unproductive behavior. The fifth reason is the lack of accountability. Without external accountability or consequences, it's easier to let discipline slip and give in to impulses and distractions. And number 6, setting unrealistic expectations. Setting overly ambitious and unrealistic goals can lead to discipline slipping away as you're getting frustrated by not meeting the timelines or things happening slower than what you expected. Look, maintaining discipline is a Herculean effort. It needs self-awareness and works off of strategies to overcome these challenges, such as realistic goals, creating accountability systems, managing distractions, developing positive habits and routines. That seems like a lot. That requires a lot of planning, implementing. How about if I just give you this one thing that takes care of all that you can do yourself, that it will keep you on track. Are you ready for it? I'm going to tell you the power of intentionality. Intentionality is the why are you doing this? Why are you going to the gym? Why are you eating well? Why have you cutting out sugar? Why are you cutting out alcohol? Why do you want to be better than yesterday? This intentionality goes a long ways for the fact that you're able to then have your why. It says, why am I doing this? How do I go about it? So, let's take an example. I want to be more attractive. How do I do that? I start with the way I eat. I go then to the gym. I learn to have better social skills. I am doing all of these things because of my end state, what my goal is. And my goal is intentionally wanting to be more attractive to people. And so I go through my wellness wheel and I figure out what I need to do in there to hit that goal. And then discipline falls in place. I don't have to make up anything, I don't have any external. I have a desire, I have a drive because of intentionality. Let's say you want to get that promotion, you want to be that boss. Instead of being disciplined and having the to-do lists and the taskers and the calendars and all that stuff, how about just being intentional? The little things that make a difference between number 1 and number 2 go a long way. And by being intentional, you find those things of what you want to do to be better. Intentionality leads you to a disciplined life in which it makes it so much easier to achieve, and you're able to do that. So why is intentionality stronger? Because it requires purpose-driven actions. You are willing to go that extra mile because you have this drive, you have this idea of how you want to make this happen. It's also sustainable. Because you want it so badly, you can sustain it, even when you're faced with adversity. Even when you're craving to have that drink, when you're craving to eat that cake, you find that your why overcomes those needs for immediate gratification. It's adaptive and flexible. While you're in your usual routine, it's easier to do. But let's say you go on vacation. Let's say you go on a trip. Now your routine's messed up. But because you're intentional about it, you're able to have a little slippage, but be able to get back on track. You're able to make good decisions that help lead to your goals, even though they're not perfect within a disciplined lifestyle. So how do you cultivate intentionality? Clarify your purpose. Align your actions with your values. And communicate and inspire, not just yourself, but others around you that want to be on that same journey with you. That's how leadership works. You're feeding into your identity, you're feeding into your purpose, and you're feeding into your growth. And that's what intentionality does for you. So while discipline is important, it is intentionality that truly empowers us to achieve our goals and lead effectively. By aligning our actions with our values and purpose, we create a sustainable, adaptable, and intrinsically motivated path to success. As you lead your teams and organizations, focus on fostering intentionality. It will not only drive performance, but it will also build a resilient and inspired culture. I'm Eric with Leadership Developed. If you like this video, hey, do us a favor, give us a thumbs up. While you're at it, hit subscribe. Tell other growing leaders that this video will help them become more disciplined. If you missed last week's video, check it out, it's right over here. We'll talk to you again next time.